Shut up and sit down.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the KF Podcast. This is our Ghostbusters Afterlife movie review. If you found us on the interwebs, Google us at the KF Podcast. We'll show up on your social media. We'll show up on your podcast catcher. We do a bunch of other shit, so check us out there. But we're going to review. We just saw Ghostbusters Afterlife, and we have thoughts about it. So
this is going to be full of spoilers.
Yes.
Spoiler review. So let's get into it.
Yeah. Brock.
All right. I didn't have very high expectations of this movie. I kind of was like, does this need to be made? But I left really enjoying the movie. I thought it had a lot of good callbacks to the original. I'll let somebody else spoil the big twist at the end. And I wish they would have came up with a new villain instead of reusing Gozer again.
Yeah.
But other than that, I really enjoyed it. But Finn Wolfhard annoys me. I'll throw that out there.
Finn, he woofs hard.
He's the worst kid in the world. Worst kid actor in the world.
I don't know about that.
When he was driving Ecto 1, he's going, yeah! He was pounding on the dash. Like, who does that?
Yeah.
Only Finn Wolfhard.
Only Finn Wolfhard.
Is that his real name?
That's his real name.
Ugh.
I'll go next. I was pleasantly surprised. I wasn't expecting too much out of this. You know, I'm not like, it's just Ghostbusters. I mean, I know Ghostbusters is important to people, like, but it's not like, it's not going to screw up the originals for me, like whatever they did. I like the girl Ghostbuster movie. I was fine with that too. This was a nice little, like you said, they paid homage to it. It was good. It's set up that maybe you could do some stuff down the road, like with Winston and all that. And yeah, it's cool. It was a little darker with some of the, like the marshmallows killing each other and all that stuff. And, you know, I disagree. Like, I liked that they did Gozer because I liked that they told that story that, like, Gozer's been trying to come back all these different years at each different event.
Yeah.
And, like, that's what drove Egon mad. He knew that Gozer was not completely done yet. And,
because he found this compound.
yeah, he found all that, you know, like, I thought that was cool. And it's nice. It's nostalgic. You know, like, I feel like you did that for this one. If you wanted to make more future ones, and you could explore.
Which I think they're going to.
Yeah, you could explore other stuff. But all in all, I thought it was all right. I enjoyed it.
Justin?
Okay. I too didn't have a lot of high expectations. I was nervous going into this that it was going to be campy and the kids were going to be annoying and it was not going to be good, and I enjoyed it a lot. I'm not going to sit here and say it was the best movie ever made,
No,
but the nostalgia side of this movie for me just killed it. I just really liked it. I thought the callbacks were done well. There was a lot of nostalgia in there, but I don't think it, like, beat you over the head with it.
Yeah.
So, since we haven't really spoiled the end...
You can.
The original 3 remaining Ghostbusters come back to help in the end to beat Gozer. And during the movie, I pointed at the screen when they got to this. Gozer did the famous "Are you a god?" And they did a great callback. Ray kind of paused a little bit. Winston gave him some shit, and then Ray came through. Yes, we are all gods.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
You know what? I was actually happy that that's all they were in it.
Yeah.
Like, when we first saw the trailer, I was like, you know, are they going to be in this whole movie? Like, you didn't really need it. Like, it was enough setting up everything that was going on, and then they came back to save the day, and it would have just been, like, too much if they
I would have been fine if they weren't in it at all, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't mind seeing them, because obviously seeing Egon as a ghost line up with them, I thought that was a really good scene. I thought that was touching.
Yeah.
That got me, you know.
I'll I'll tell you what. I think they got Harold Ramey's actual ghost to come back and film
Well, they're real good with that stuff. They
great.
didn't do the voice, obviously.
Which I was glad. I said that to Justin right after. I said, I'm glad they didn't try and
make the voice.
Have him talk.
Because he has such an iconic voice.
Yeah. But when he was standing behind his granddaughter holding the gun with her, that got me. I got a little verklempt on that one. That got me. That was neat, you know. So yeah, it was cool. It was the right mixture of them in it, you know. And let's go over to this guy.
So, I really have been shitting on this movie since the previous came out.
Yeah.
I don't like the kid from Stranger Things. I don't like him. I thought it was going to just be Stranger Things. With Ghostbusters, like, franchising, the bad stuff first, I really think that there was times where, like, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Men took me out of the movie. Like, oh, this is just merchandising. Why are they even here? Why, like, they're just like, oh, okay, it's just something to, you know, stupid to have as a toy or whatever to, you know, in the trailers. Didn't really make much sense to me. I didn't like it.
The only thing that I thought was good with that was, like, I get, like, they were doing a little, like, if they would have done this little, if they would have done the normal thing where, like, they find him and he Stay Puft and he's nice and the little kid's, like, playing with it. I like that they were just fucking killing each other. Like, that little twist to it made me okay with it, because it was good comedy. It was like, holy shit, these things are really violent. They were stabbing each other with umbrellas, and, you know, so the fact that they didn't do, like, he found a little one and it's cute and it's nice and you can buy one. Like, I don't even think anybody kid wants to own any of those things.
Probably not.
You know,
there is a set of Funko blind boxes for them.
I'm sure there will be, yeah. But that part was fun. But go ahead.
I thought that the kid was the worst. The Stranger Things kid was the worst. His whole story, I hated. Could have been taken out of this entire movie. Didn't need any of it.
He didn't need it.
Some of the callback stuff was just like abrupt to me. Like when they're in the jail, and they go to the kids like, "Well, who are you gonna call?" And it's like, yeah, fucking Ghostbusters. I fucking get it. All right.
Yeah.
The theater popped for that though.
Yeah, those are things you have to say. People.
I get it, but I didn't like it. I don't have to like it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's true.
I didn't think Finn Wolfhard was as bad as he could have been. From the trailer, I thought he was going to be really, really obnoxious. He was okay. He wasn't. I mean, it wasn't great. It wasn't like I was like, oh, you know. Yeah.
He was fucking obnoxious. Like he was the worst.
I will agree with you that his impact on the movie. He didn't. The only reason you needed him in that movie was to drive Ecto-1.
True.
Like that was his only his contribution.
You needed an adult to drive Ecto-1. Yeah.
Well, he wasn't. He was 15.
You needed someone that was tall enough to drive Ecto-1. I'll rephrase that. Okay.
He didn't have to be in the movie. Take him out. Replace him with fucking whatever. I don't care. Replace him with a scarecrow for all fucking care. Get him out.
That's what he looks like.
So I did like the girl a lot. Like
Phoebe was good.
That girl, being the main character, loved it. Loved the thing. I liked her relationship with her mother. I liked that that Egon was playing chess with her. Like she wasn't scared. All that I liked. I didn't mind the Zulu stuff. I'm like, whatever. You know, it is what it is. But there's just like things that felt like major nostalgia, like just that, like that's beating you over the head. Like the Annie Potts, I liked that she was the one taking care of, you know, his finances. I liked that when you called the number, it was Ray's occult shop.
Yeah.
You know, I fucking hate Bill Murray, so he didn't have to be in it. He could have never showed up, and I would have been fine with it. I also didn't need the Bill Murray Sigourney Weaver thing, because didn't they break up at the end of 2? Anyway, she wasn't in 2.
No, she was in 2. They were together at the end of 2.
Okay, well, I didn't need her.
She had a baby, and then he saved the baby and all that. You know, that was just again a little funny thing because of that scene was so classic in the first one when he does it. You know,
didn't need it. Get rid of it. Save yourself about $3 million. Don't have either of those two in the movie.
Yeah, that didn't bother me. I was fine with that. I like the ending with Ernie Hudson though. Like I like that Winston went and like made something for himself, was successful, and is gonna try to like bring it back. Like I like that. I like that part.
Yeah, because he was kind of shit on in the previous movies.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was.
Yeah.
And actually, that, I think, tipped the scales from me not liking this movie to liking it. The redemption of the Ernie Hudson character and him, like, funding the next batch of Ghostbusters, fantastic. I'm all about it. As long as it's just the girl and fucking Stranger Things kid, I never have to see him again.
Yeah.
Just
I think you could do Phoebe as, like, the brains behind it and then introduce some better young people.
Podcast will be back.
Yeah.
No, I never want to see that fucking kid again.
I like Podcast. I thought he was funny. I liked him. He was good.
The kid's got a name. If you met someone that called themselves Podcast, would you be like, go fuck yourself?
But here's the thing. I agree with you on that, but when you're in a small little podunk town like that where there's not, like, if you walk around here calling yourself that, you'd be like, well, it's a little different. I think in that town, like, he was just trying to find, like, his niche. That's what he did. He had a podcast. No one listened to it. No one cared, and he would call himself it. I like the way they tied it in that Ray was his one subscriber. You know, like, it was all right. He was entertaining. The way he was using all the stuff and everything, like, he was good. I liked him.
I mean, I get it. He's
The girl was obnoxious. There was no point in that romantic interest girl. She was...
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a problem with that. So, they, in their canon in this movie, explain that the gatekeeper and the keymaster have to have relations for Zool to be solidified.
Yes.
So when fucking Zool takes over that black girl's body, they're insinuating that she has had sexual relations with Paul Rudd in that movie.
Well, yeah, that was not really well thought out, yeah.
No. That is what they're implying with the storyline and what they've laid out in their
you would have to have sex while you were possessed.
But in the movie's defense, he'd already had sex with the mom, and brought Gozer forward.
It just says they have to have sex. They had the gatekeeper.
Well,
and the
I don't know if they
keymaster
necessarily ever came out and said they had to have sex. They just said that they meet and they connect. You know what I mean? Like,
it was highly implied that they have to bone,
or at least get to third base like fucking Podcast said.
Yeah, because I mean, Rick Moranis and Sigourney Weaver, it was never really implied that they had sex. They just kind of made out and stuff.
I may have to go back and watch that again, because I thought that was pretty implied as well.
Yes.
I don't really think it's a crucial part of the...
well, Gozer was already there.
Yeah, Gozer was already out. You know, maybe the roles changed.
In this movie, the canon is Paul Rudd has had a sex with a minor in this movie.
What I liked is when they did the trap under the one dog, and it destroyed half a Gozer. Mm-hmm. I thought that was a neat twist. Like,
that was cool too.
Sucking up the dog, like, made her like.
Well, it looks like pieces of her went to different traps then too. After that.
Yeah, she was all like split apart.
I liked that too, but
at least she didn't have to choose a form. They didn't do that again.
Yeah.
I kept thinking she was going to choose a form and it was going to be Egon. That the kid was going to have Egon, the girl was going to have Egon on her mind, like her grandpa or the mom was. And when they were like, clear your thoughts, she's choosing a form, that it was going to come out some like demonic looking Egon. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to like that, like, you know, but I'm glad they didn't do that. They kind of went away from the whole choosing a form. Mm-hmm.
Maybe because they actually had sex and she was able to take her true form.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why sex has... Bowden's got to be involved in it, but...
Paul Rudd had sex with a minor in this movie.
I saw someone complain online already, and they were like, real convenient after 30 years those proton packs work. I'm like, you obviously never watched the first one, where Egon explained how those packs could run for a long, long time. You know?
Yeah, because the half-life of the material was 10 billion years or something like that.
But didn't they also say that Egon took all their proton packs and everything in this movie?
Yeah, I don't know where they got. I don't know where they got new ones at. Yeah, that was true.
Yep.
They could have.
What they should have done is they should have showed up in the Ghostbusters 2 slime shooting things that they had.
Yeah.
I would have been alright with that.
The Slimers.
And then the Statue of Liberty could shuffle its way across.
Yeah.
Danced
its way over there. But yeah, you know, there's really... it was pretty quick. It went by fast. It's
I
entertaining.
felt the beginning dragged when they were explaining everything, but I understood why. It was a lot to kind of set up to get going, but...
Paul Rudd's good. He's entertaining. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Paul Rudd couldn't make this a great movie, but he at least dragged it over to the good side a little bit.
So
An okay movie.
So for rated, I mean, do you think you're going to get more, like, more down the road? You're trying to set up this is a gateway to, like...
I think so. With the post-credit scene, for sure.
I honestly think it depends solely on box office.
Yeah.
If it does well, we'll get a second one. If it bombs, we'll never hear from this again.
Agreed.
Yeah.
100%.
All right, so it's time to rate it.
We're doing 10 now, right?
We are doing 10.
Oh, shit!
Because we're going to go back and re-rate all of our other movies. So this is going to be the first movie. That's what we're doing next week on the show, is I have my sheet, and we're going to go through...
I have to say, this is very fitting, because this is the first movie we ever reviewed, the all-female Ghostbusters movie.
True.
Yeah. Next
Very
week we're not
fitting.
doing anything. It's Thanksgiving. But whenever we meet again, we're going to do a YouTube show where I have our old ratings, and we're going to re-rate them. That way we can get back in there. 10's a better number, and you can use 10 and you could use 10. We'll do like 10, and we'll do. What do you want to do? Like point? Like you can do like 4.5.
Is it only half?
Do you want to do only halves, or do you want to introduce the quarter system?
I feel like if we're doing 10 digits, let's just do digits. Let's just do the
It's
numbers.
2 digits, Ken.
You just want to do the numbers. No 4.5s, no none of that stuff.
No.
All right.
I mean, what the fuck am I? Like, I don't know. You guys decide what you want.
I don't know. Justin, what do you think?
I think I'm okay with.
Sometimes it's good to be like, there's no 10, so you want to give a 9.5. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm going to give a 10 right now.
and
You fucking swung me with that argument right there.
I swung you with that, so we'll do points. Only 0.5, only
points.
halves. Yeah, none of the
All right.
quarters or any of that shit.
All right.
And we're not doing symbols or logos anymore. We're just doing, we need one thing that we give it.
Oh, don't tell me the
number?
show is going to mature.
It is.
Just a number?
Just a number.
Oh.
Just a number.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going solid numbers. We're maturing. It's much easier. So this is the first one, and then, like you said, we'll do a show where we go down the MCU movies, we re-rate them, and put some new numbers in there on them. So there you go.
All right. 6.5.
Oh.
Brock at a 6.5. Justin.
Just wait, Ken.
Justin.
7.
Fucking Christ! You guys mental! Someone just do a hand job during this fucking movie. Like,
Yeah,
they
you
made
did.
this
Both
good.
of us.
You guys are fucking crazy.
What is your score?
Mine?
Yeah.
3.5? 4?
I give it a 6.
You guys are fucking crazy.
3.5 is pretty low. You give it a 4. 4 is pretty low.
Yep.
4 to me is, it's on TV. Like, 5 is like, I don't know. Like,
All right, so
I'm good with 4.
we're
Like,
not
I think
gonna
out
rate-
of 10, yeah, 4.
Like, what would you? Well, we'll do it. It'll compare more when we start seeing some of
Yeah,
other
stay
movies
tuned for that.
for that. But I'm around a 6.
Wow.
I liked it. I was surprised. I came out enjoyable. There was nothing that really irked me or pissed me off
Not
or
even
made
Finn
me.
Wolfhard?
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, it didn't even bother me. It wasn't that bad. I don't
He was
know.
doing this when he was driving Ecto 1?
Yeah. I mean, that part was dumb, but like, everything else.
See, here's my,
It gets a little higher
I'm
for me
getting,
for the nostalgia part. The nostalgia that was good. I like seeing Ecto 1. We talked about on the weekend review about how the Batmobile is a character. For me, Ecto 1's just as iconic as all 4 of the other Ghostbusters. So seeing it riding around again with the lights, proton packs, that's all things that I like and are good. And it was all done good. It was all protected well. None of it was like they went too stupid with it, or like, Ecto 1 wasn't talking in this movie, or they like gave it an AI or something dumb like that. It was to what it was supposed to be, and it's a good transition movie into something newer.
here's
You know,
good.
I'll admit, Ken, I just, it's all nostalgia for me. I have a feeling that in the years to come, my rating on this movie is probably going to go down.
Can't.
But right now, I really liked this movie. I smiled, Brock.
He did.
Here's my justification. If we would have gave this out of 5, I would have gave it a 2. So I doubled it, and I gave it a 4. Like, you guys doubling it is a 7. That's like what we gave Marvel movies that we really enjoyed. Like you know, like, or you know what I mean? Like, we half it to the 5-point system. You're giving it like a 3.5 to a 4.
Maybe because we liked it.
It's literally the craziest thing I've heard all day, and it just blows my mind.
I don't know. We liked it.
It made you guys smile, and that's all that matters, I guess.
You like what you like.
Yeah, and I like what I don't like.
But you were very negative about this going in, so it's
True.
hard. It's
His
hard.
opinion was skewed before he even saw it.
You were skewed going in, so
It's
it was
true.
hard to like.
It's true.
But I think I'll give Ken the benefit of the doubt here.
Don't.
Like, he was hard on it, but he admitted that when he started. And I think, based off of what he said about it before, I was expecting this to be like a 1.5 or a 2 from Ken.
What did he end up giving it? You gave it a 4.
Yeah, 4.
All right. And Brock, I'm writing these down.
6.5.
Brock was a 6. And Justin was a 7.
He was a 7.
And I always rate shit high, Ken. You know that.
I do, but I just think it's a lot.
All right, we're done. Take us out.
All right, please like, share, subscribe, invite, tell your friends. Have a great evening.